McCoy and Issa Eden, and it really warmed my heart. Because in this time that we're in, and this is not my prepared remarks, this is something I really wanted to say. In the times that we're in right now, to see these young people stepping into their full self at 9 and 11 years old, and really showing their talent and showing their brilliance and their confidence, it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And it touches me personally because I have a little one who just turned 11. So I see that in her and her peers, and now I get to see that in Issa and London, and it's just an amazing thing to see, and it really warmed my heart. And the two of you two are so incredibly special and amazing and wonderful, and I cannot wait to see what you all do, continue to do in the next iteration of you. And I was saying to them, I joked around, I said, when you guys become famous and I'm knocking on the door, I hope y'all let me in. But with all of that said, good afternoon, family. It is my honor to join you today at the Future Leaders Luncheon during this historic 39th Annual Economic Development Conference. I am truly honored to be here with you, to be in the presence of Black elected and appointed officials from across the country, visionaries, advocates, and builders of a better tomorrow. It's nothing short of humbling for me. Since 1982, the National Organization of Black County Officials has worked to empower Black leadership in local government, building political strength, advancing equity, and promoting economic opportunity in our communities. NOBCO has been a critical force ensuring that Black voices are not just heard, but that they drive real policy and real change. This is more than a luncheon, much more than a luncheon. It's a gathering of the minds and hearts shaping the very future of our communities. And we gather at a time when that future is on the line. Yes. And you all are on the front line, so you know what that means very personally. At a time when school boards are battlegrounds, when budgets are moral documents, when Black communities are still fighting to get what they've long been deserved and owed, that's why we're here. That's why you are here. Because the moment demands it. The people need it. And history is watching. Yes. The urgency is now. Not tomorrow, not next session, not after the election. The urgency is now. And how fitting it is that we gather here in Birmingham, Alabama. When I come here, it always weighs on me heavily that I am in Birmingham, Alabama, a city that holds the scars and the soul of the civil rights movement. Yes. Just down the road, children march when grown men could not. Yes. They face fire hoses and police dogs with nothing but courage in their hearts. In 1963, Dr. King sat in the jail cell in this very city and wrote the words that echo through time. Justice too long delayed is justice denied. The soil of Birmingham is sacred. It holds the dreams, the blood, the resilience of those who dared to believe that Black voices mattered, that Black leadership mattered, that Black futures were worth fighting for.
Yes, yes.
And that's why decades later, in this moment that we find ourselves in, we cannot forget our past.
Yes.
These are our lessons etched into the sidewalks of this city. There is a strategy in their sacrifice. There is instruction in their bravery. Because if they could face batons and jails and still move forward with conviction, then surely we, who are armed with tools of policy, resources, and the power of collective action, can move just as boldly, just as bravely. Their example is not a memory. It is mandatory. Let me say that again. Their example is not a memory, it is mandatory. And what does this moment demand? The urgency is now. In times like these, when our nation feels fractured and the political landscape is filled with uncertainty, our greatest strength remains unity. What we're seeing in this very room today, what we're seeing during this conference in the past couple days. It's easy to be divided. It is, by ideology, geography, or even by the fatigue of the fight. Because guys, that's what they want. The chaos is supposed to distract us, and it's supposed to make us real tired. But the legacy of Black leadership teaches us that when we come together, our collective power is undeniable. We've seen it. Powerful coalitions that forced change, movements that shifted the moral arc of history, elected leaders who acted boldly because they stood unified with their people. Our unity is our strength, and the time to wield it is now, because the urgency is now. Let me say that again. The urgency is now. One more time. I want to hear it. The urgency is now. Leadership is not just about holding office. And y'all know this personally. It's about responsibility to invest in the people that we serve. Education, workforce development, training pipelines, equitable contracting are the foundation of our future. We must build systems that nurture our talent and uplift our communities from within. That's how we generate power that lasts. And we can't wait. We can't wait. Because the urgency is now. Access to early learning, from daycare and preschool to meal programs and mental health support, is not a luxury. It's a right. It's the groundwork of equity. And right now, that access is under threat. They're coming after us, y'all. Right now. Some children are falling through the cracks before they even reach this classroom. That is our babies, our children. We have the local power to do something about it. The urgency is now. Let's talk about money. Because budgets are values in action. When we spend local tax dollars, we must spend with intention. On Black-owned businesses, on local vendors, on service providers who reinvest in the communities they serve. Every dollar we redirect is a decision to build equity, a decision to circulate wealth, a decision rooted in urgency, because our communities can't afford to wait. Urgency
Yes. Wow.
So where do we go from here? We go forward, but we have to do it together. We go forward with purpose. We go forward with unity. We go forward with urgency. Because again, and let me say it clearly, this isn't a theme. It's a truth. The urgency is the truth. It is what is in front of us. It is what they're showing themselves to be. And so we have to show that urgency for our community. We have to speak for those who are vulnerable and who can't stand up for themselves. It is our mandate to do just that. And we do it now because we don't do it someday, not soon. We do it now. We invest in our youth. We trust our communities. We spend with intention.
That's right.
And we never forget those who brought us this far.
Yes. Yes.
To all of you in public office, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for standing in the gap. Thank you for being the embodiment of Black excellence in governance. And thank you for reminding the nation that we are not just survivors of history. Don't get it twisted. We are indeed our authors of the future.
Yes.
And we got to let them know that. Let's rise to this moment. Let's lead like never before. And when the history books are written about this era, may they say to us, they were the ones who didn't flinch. They were the ones who built in the future. Let me end with this. I was watching something recently, and this Republican was asked, aren't you concerned about how history will define this moment? And he said no, because history is going to be written by the winners.
Oh. Yep.
Just think about that.
Yep.
There's no lie there. There's no lie there. So, we have to build our future. We have to stick together. And I thank you so much for this time. God bless you. And let's keep building together. Thank you.